Hello, 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 family. Welcome back to yet another episode of ohtobewhole with Camille Young. That is me. You are looking at her in the flesh. Yes, been back on set the last 2 weeks, but this year, 2025, I'm going to be, shooting videos from different places because, like I said, life has gotten really, really busy. So it's not always easy to get on set and do the videos when I'm trying to really get the content out every week. Life is busy. Life is good, but life is busy. Look, glad to have you here with me. Hello, Holy Rollers. Glad you are here on today. Look, we're going to dive right on into today's topic, honey. I just want to talk about this because I believe this. I was watching another video. I cannot remember who was on there because I do watch quite a bit of content on YouTube. But I was watching a video and a gentleman, he was talking about marriage, and he made the statement that marriage should be hard, or they should make it harder to get married and easy to get divorced. And I have said that before. I don't think I've ever done a video on it though before. But I too believe that getting married should be so much more difficult than what it is. And getting out should be a lot easier. And I say that because look at our divorce rate. Because, see, people get married on a whim. You have this overflow of emotions, good, whether they dopamine and your endorphins, all the positive energy is going on early on in the relationship, and you feel like this is the person you can live with for the rest of your life, and all this and that, and you get married after, for some, a month. They go to Las Vegas and elope. For some, 2 months, 3 months. For some, it may be 6 months. For some, it may even be a year. And some marriages do last through that. But I found, and again, statistics don't lie. The divorce rate is quickly approaching like 60%. Okay? So I'm like, why? And then of the 40% that have remained married, even probably 35% of them are miserable. They just choosing not to get divorced for varying reasons. But I believe if the divorce, if they made, not divorce, I'm sorry, if marriages were made to be far more difficult to get in, I believe it would reduce the divorce rate, because you would know or have a even better idea of who you're marrying. And sometimes, you like me, when I was engaged to get married, even when I said yes, I knew he wasn't the one for me. I knew that, but it was just like you get caught up in the hype of things, and you told that you need to get married. And at that time, I want to say I was like 37, 38, maybe somewhere up in there. When I got engaged, and it was like, I want to get married. At that time, I wanted to have children still. And so I knew I was getting to my time frame of when it would be harder to have children. All of that played into it. But I knew I wouldn't have lasted long in that marriage. I know that. I tell people that now. I mean, probably within a year, I would have been divorced, or at least filing for divorce. Again, not a bad person, not anything, but he wasn't for me. And we dated over a span of 4 years. But I just wish that the process, people, the word, people free to do whatever they want to do. So don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about taking away people's freedoms, but because the divorce rate is so high, people should have to go through a more rigorous process to get married, so that they can really, really get to know the person that they say that they want to spend the rest of their life with. I know for me, I definitely, when I do get married, the person that I marry, I definitely want to make sure that it's not something I'm looking at a time clock. honey, all that is not even a factor anymore for me. Okay, I don't even factor in children because I'm past that time in my life. Like I said, I'll be 50 this year, so no, I'm not trying to have any children. So that's not, the biological clock for me is that's not even a consideration. So I definitely want to be taking my time to get to know that person, spend time with them, see them angry, see them happy, see them sad, see how they really interact with their family, friends, how they keep a job, how they are with their colleagues, what their true ambitions are, what their true relationship is like with Christ. I want to see it all, honey. And again, it's not so much about afraid to make an error or thinking you'll know everything, because you'll never know everything. But I want to know as much as I can know before I decide I want to say, hey, this is the one, this is the person that I know that I can spend the rest of my life with. And I wish that there was, like I said, a more rigorous process to get married, because it probably would cut down on a lot of the divorces that are happening now. And it takes a lot of people to talk about how painful divorces are. They call it like a death, like losing a person, losing a loved one. It's like a death, and then you involving children and all of that, and then two families that have come together are now separating. That is challenging. That's hard. So why not do the hard work on the front end? Does it make sense? Tell me if you agree or not in the comments. But let's do the hard work on the front end. That way the marriage itself and on down the road won't be as difficult. All right? It won't be as challenging. Because you've worked, learned a lot more about the person before you marry them. But I will bring that back even more though. Get to know you first. Love you first, because that helps in the process of your choosing and who you decide you want to spend the rest of your life with and marry. Okay? When you don't really know who you are and you don't really love you, you will pick and choose anybody, and then that will increase the chances of you marrying the wrong person and saying I do to the wrong person. That's not what we want. That's not what we're doing over here at Oh to Be Whole. We are making better choices. We are learning to love ourselves. We are becoming whole, WHOLE. All right? And if you don't know what that means, get my book. Go to ohtobewhole.com so you can understand what wholeness means, okay? And walking in your God-given purpose and loving yourself, okay? So I just wanted to throw that out there. Yeah, in my opinion, getting married should be a lot harder, because it would cut down probably on a lot of the challenges that people are finding in the first to 5 years of marriage and ending up in divorce, okay? And even 10 years later, okay? So I just wanted to throw that out there today as our topic. I hope you enjoyed it. Put it down in the comments. Be sure to subscribe. We see our subscriptions going up. Yay! I'm so excited about that. But be sure to subscribe, like, and share, and put your comments down in the comment sections. Okay? Thank you so much for joining me on today. And until next time, God bless.